the water and the boat in the beginning, I was like,
why is that even in the movie?
I don't know.
I'll shoot you if you don't give me the money.
The Asian dude.
But how did he know to bring $1 million when he offered $500? What, did he only bring like $1,000 with him? Not a freaking million. And what if he had more than $1 million? Why would he give more than $1 million? Because he just had the box handy. Okay, and also, why would he get in a gunfight with a Russian? It's Russian.
The camera work is shaky and awful.
It's also really quiet.
Yeah.
You had to turn it up like 50 notches.
And then, like, as soon as I shut the movie off and, like, went on YouTube, it was, like, blowing my eardrums out.
She's wearing a bikini, and she's a waitress. That's not sanitary.
That is not sanitary. Like, 95% nude, basically, and she's just giving food to things.
Skinny, alcohol,
alcohols,
cheeseburgers. Also, that scar she has is very obviously a shark bite. Like, what else could it be? Really inflated. It's huge. That you would have gotten when you were 2 would not have been this thick when you were like 20-something.
And from a slide?
How does that even happen?
The Russian guy, he was creepy.
Yeah. In the beginning, like
the acting is god awful.
The shark pulls a guy into his mouth.
Yeah,
Sharks don't work like that. They just chomp and release.
The sharks ate the whole human body in like 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
How does that?
That's not how it works.
You gotta take portion bites. And it doesn't even look real.
Sharks aren't pack animals. They would not be running away from the tornado in a giant line of sharks. They'd be like, one shark over here, one shark 10 miles away. It's the freaking ocean. They're all gonna be in the same place.
And little lightning bolts that don't even look real. The clouds don't even move. They're like just pictures.
I really, really don't think that the ocean would flood that much. So it's like in the middle of California.
Tsunami?
Absorb. It was a tsunami, but it wasn't a tsunami. It was just a little storm. Little tornadoes.
Fake. I'm like, the sharks are literally the fakest thing.
They're so animated.
And you can tell, like,
ridiculous.
sharks don't just fly through the sky like that.
I have every
Water cannot.
Why can the sharks fly? Yes, if the tornado
it's physically impossible.
picked up the sharks, they would be ripped to shreds because those things are freaking powerful. And they would also die from being away from the water for so long.
They don't just live.
It's like having a dolphin and throwing it in the desert and expecting it to be fine. Also, why just sharks? Where are all like the starfish and the dolphins? And
the jellyfish. Where is everything?
Where are...
Apparently the ocean only has sharks in it to this movie.
Right, this guy in the beginning, he gets his leg completely bit off, and he's just laying on the beach, he's grabbing it and screaming. But if you had your leg bitten off, you would be passed out.
Yes. You would like loss of blood. You would be dead.
There was nothing coming out of his leg. It was just off.
The choice of actors is awful, and the acting is so bad.
They don't know how to scream. Like, it's oh, no, my goodness. Of course, they blame global warming.
Global warming.
We're gonna blame global warming on the 3 tornadoes in the ocean. She kills a shark with a cube, which is not pointy. And if you know anything about sharks, you know their skin is like this thick.
It's like leather.
It's real bad. So a round piece of wood would not go all the way through a shark and kill it. Also, the gun that they used blew a shark's head off in the beginning. It was gone. And then when they're in the house, when they're in that guy's house, she has to shoot the thing like 5 times for it to die. And it's just little bullet wounds.
That makes sense.
How does one gun blow a shark's head off and then it takes 5 shots to kill it?
There was a part where I think he got like eaten by the shark and then he cut his way out of it.
Yeah, the chainsaw.
What?
That's not how it works. How?
You wouldn't even be breathing.
No, you wouldn't be able to breathe.
You wouldn't be alive.
You also would not be able to start the chainsaw because it's all covered in goose and blood. Yeah. The Australian dude is not Australian. He says mate, like mate. He doesn't mate. He don't say mate. He doesn't say mom and dick. He says mate. How you doing? Mate. Mate. Mate.
The acting.
Mate. Okay, so the lady can't break an open window to get her dog out. It's cracked like this much. All you have to do is grab in there and pull. She doesn't do that. She just goes, oh, something hit me. My dog's been... That guy dies because of a dog, which is completely okay. Because this is a movie and dogs are more important than humans. The crappy boyfriend dies. That's funny though, because he's being a big old butt, and then he gets eaten by a shark.
So that's a positive.
They try to save him when all you can see is like this much of his leg in the shark.
You can't save him.
No.
No.
And then they pull his legs off.
Not unless you got a chainsaw, obviously.
Obviously. I mean.
A girl fell out of a helicopter, and then a shark flew past and caught her.
Yeah. What? And then she's alive? And then she's alive in the end?
What is this life?
She falls out of a helicopter, gets eaten by a shark,
And then she's alive.
plummets to the death, and then is suddenly alive because some guy gave her CPR. She spits out water. Where did the water come from?
How did the shark not murder her?
So they kill the crappy the crappy boyfriend, and then the entire house the water is red from one guy.
Oh, I watched that part.
The water, all the blood would it would spread out just a little bit, and then it would just sink to the bottom. It wouldn't be all over the place, looking like freaking Jello before it parted.
And it would not be that red.
Not that red.
It would be like tinted. It wouldn't be like
if you get
as
a
red as
nosebleed,
possible.
and then you drip it into the toilet. That's what it would look like. Okay, so in the house,
In the house.
super flooded.
Mhm.
Like they can barely even walk around, and then they go outside, and there's like zero water.
What?
Yeah, there's no water outside. Okay, who carries all that crap in their car? He had ropes, he had guns, he had
Zombie apocalypse.
He had ammo.
Zombie apocalypse.
No. You keep that stuff at your house.
Just no.
You keep that stuff at your house. If you go around the city with a gun in your trunk, you're gonna get arrested and fined. So, when he rescues all the kids from the bus, why doesn't the teacher go into the ambulance with the kids? And the then he wouldn't have died. Yes. And speaking of the Hollywood sign, more letters flew by them than there were on the sign. And you might say, there was like, that ain't, but no. If you look, the next shot, there's still letters on the sign. Okay, so they have the storm of the century, but yet they still have enough power to watch TV. When it rains too hard,
My
I
TV.
lose power. You got 3 tornadoes, and you can still watch the news.
That wouldn't be happening here.
If
Blackout.
If it snows too hard, and we lose the power.
Yeah.
Which sucks, because then it gets really cold. So they get the new car, because their car sucks. Even though the guy said, oh, it'll last us forever. We could drive from here to, I don't know where, somewhere over across the ocean, and it'll still be fine, and then it breaks. A car's not going to blow up because of a gas leak. It might catch on fire, which would cause it to blow up, but it's not just going to blow up. It's a freaking Sharknado out there, and you're complaining that your dad doesn't love you enough. Because she quit. Because it was so bad. The solution is blow it up.
Blow it up.
Blow it up. And you can't fly a
Blow it up.
helicopter. The tornado.
Oh my god.
You can't fly a helicopter into a tornado because it will get sucked in and you will die. But
Yeah.
no, like in movies, everything's possible. Everything's good.
Who needs science?
And previously, like 10 minutes before, one of the guys says, you can't even fly in this weather. And then what do? They fly in this weather. They throw bombs into the tornadoes, and it all is good, which theoretically might make sense, but no. That's going to take a while, though. It just happens like that.
Within seconds?
And then she falls out of the helicopter.
Did we talk about that?
Yeah, but they were throwing the bombs, and then, like, the shark, it grabbed on to the helicopter, and then she starts stabbing it in the face. And then she falls out of the helicopter. How does the shark still live after being stabbed in the face, but it doesn't die, or it does die when it gets hit in the face with a cue? At the end, they're at a senior citizens home, and there's these 2 old people sitting at the pool. There's this old lady, and she's just sitting there, and she's got a walker nearby, and then she falls into the pool. And then they gotta help her out, and then know what she does? She runs. She's lifted up her walker, and she's running away.
That would be amazing.
The lady wouldn't have fallen out of the helicopter if she was wearing a seatbelt. The other guy had a seatbelt on. Why wouldn't she? She's like all up in climbing in the back, and then fell out of the friggin' helicopter. That's what happens when you don't wear a seatbelt, kids. You fall out of helicopters.
Wear a seatbelt, or you're gonna fall out of a helicopter.
Bomb. The guy drives it, and he clicks the super boost button, like in video games, and then he jumps out. But if you were going that fast, you would not be able to get out of the car without, like, major road rash. And he was fine. He's fine. He's all good. She would have died if she fell out of a freaking helicopter. The end.
Notebook.
The end.
Conclusion is don't watch Sharknado.
Don't do it.
It's an awful movie, and
Just
if you've
don't do
already
it.
watched it, I'm sorry.
It's
Don't watch the second one or the third one, and if we have to watch those for somebody, I'm gonna cry.
There's no fight we cannot win. Just